Reverend Ike, right? He just told you about walking boldly, being faith-filled, not letting these words and negative things. And Reverend Ike knew a lot. He was not born, people were jealous of him for his. Hello, thank you for joining me. I am Maggie, and we are doing beautiful things here. We start off, right now we're gonna just continue to hold Maui in our hearts and mind aligned. We're gonna continue to open with just 30 seconds where you're either praying, imagining, holding them gently in your heart, or just sitting in the silence. But we're gonna just hold them. We've also been holding Oahu, as Oahu has been, there's the water contamination at Red Hill by the Navy, our largest aquifer. So we are moving rapidly towards the time where people, if they're going to file claims, it's coming up. So you need to check in with Jesswell Law if you are on the water line in that exposure. There's several exposures, but they're going to just focus on 2021 to start. So we have just a lot going on in the islands, but I really want to open up today. There is just so much mourning, loss, trauma, and people are talking about the rebuilding things, and of course there's going to need to be that because of protective actions to keep the land with the Hawaiians and the locals. But it's very important that they have the time to mourn. Whole families were wiped out. Many children are still missing. And there are still so many unanswered questions. And so we want to just, pray for the government, for the first responders, for the people around the world who all feel connected to Maui, which is like the heart of the world. When you look at it, Maui comes straight out through the pyramids in Egypt. So it's like the heart, but we're all connected. When we really begin to evolve into our deeper awakening and awarenesses, you really see that we are one, and you cannot hurt another without it hurting you. So many are learning this, many are awakening through Maui, but I just want to take this time. We're going to still hold Oahu, but I really want to focus our 30 seconds, which I know you're going to continue. And there's pules all over the Hawaiian Islands. It's been so beautiful. We've had at Magic Island, on the Big Island, in Maui. So people are holding Maui in their prayers, their thoughts, imaginings, and everything else. And so I want to focus really on Maui and those who are in pain, suffering, have lost, going through trauma still. There's the immediate shock of everything. And of course, if you're going to, whatever is powerful, positive, and uplifting. So, and I want to just speak this, that we pray for Maui to Isaiah 61:3, to bestow on them, that God may bestow on them the crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and the garment of praise instead of the spirit of despair in time. And so may God bestow upon Lahaina and Kula, because Kula is also very affected, and also the water is contaminated. So there's so many things happening on Maui. So may God bestow upon Lahaina and Kula and all of Maui and its inhabitants the resilience, the valor, and the spiritual discernment in their processes of mourning, healing, and restoring themselves and their community, and honoring forever remembering those who perished. And may Maui also be in time, as they are mourning and moving through their stages of grief. May they know that we love them. We are holding them up. We see them healed. We see them whole. And we are going to also do our part to take action in whatever ways we can. But may Maui be vibrant. May they rebuild. And then may they restore the people, the land, the community, the water, all the elements, the air. Right now, please pray for Maui's air. If you can look at BKR Vlogs, Blake. They need air purifiers. So if you are inclined, just, look up BKR blogs and you can send air purifiers straight to Maui and it'll get straight to homes. But may Maui's air be restored from Lahaina, Kula, the whole island. And may the whole Hawaiian island chain, whatever is going on in each island, may we all continue to stay united in the Hawaiian Islands and around the globe, holding Maui for her healing, her restoration, her rebuild, her vibrance, her mana, her wisdom, her culture, her beauty, everything, her vibrance, her love, her compassion, her comfort, everything that she has given to the world. Okay, so just ground down, open your heart and mind aligned, bring your biggest heart and mind aligned forward, and we're going to just hold Lahaina in our hearts and mind aligned. Okay, here we go. Nice deep breaths. Let's do our 30. Here we go. One for the children in Lahaina and everywhere, Kula. I want to add a special that for their parents and their family members and the children, just where are the children? And may they just be embraced in the Creator's love. So this, a little bit more. Okay, we just hand this over to Akua. We thank you, God. We thank you, Infinite Spirit. And just continue to pray, imagine, hold Maui in your heart and mind aligned. Continue to donate, encourage. There's so many families involved. There's ways that you can help support in whichever way that you find, that is really helping and such. Okay, so we're going to get back to the complete works of Florence Scovel Shinn. Okay, so we are in Your Word is Your Wand. Wait a minute. Your word is your wand, right? Bing, bing, bing. Okay, so now we are on the chapter of happiness. Okay, happiness. In that wonderful moving picture, The Thief of Baghdad, we were told in letters of light that happiness must be earned. It is earned through perfect control of the emotional nature. Yes, because if someone else controls our emotional nature, they control us. Now I know this is all, challenging, but as we begin to come more heart and mind aligned, we become in much more balance with our emotions. And instead of having our body or our emotions dictate to us the course, we are able to hold true to our visions, releasing our faith and our spoken word, walking in the direction of our dreams, and walking in that direction of that true peace and happiness that only we can have when we're in union with the Creator. So there can be no happiness where there is fear, apprehension, or dread. Yeah, so if you are occupied by fear, apprehension, or dread, you're not going to find happiness, right? So in one state, there are different states. When you're occupied by one state, the other is not present. So, and the Bible says that with perfect love casts out all fear. So where there is fear, there is not perfect love, right? So as we become more into these processes, we begin to hold the state of perfect love, and then fear, it cannot. So with perfect faith in God comes a feeling of security and happiness, right? So we each have our ways of connecting to the Creator and knowing God, right? I'm not here to poo-poo on anyone's way. I know for myself, I like to be outdoors. I like to howl at the moon. I like to run around the fire and dance under the moon and jump in the ocean and go on walks. I like to be in the sun. I like to see the sunrise, see the sunset. There's so many different ways that somebody may not understand, and that's actually church. Like Ray Charles, he would bang on his piano and he'd say, I'm in church, right? So it's how you connect to Creator. Don't let anybody tell you or get in the way of your connection to Creator. So when man knows that there is an invincible power that protects him and her, and that all he or she loves, and brings him or her every righteous desire of the heart, he or she relaxes all nervous tension and is happy and satisfied. So sometimes, we go through processes in our life where we're actually being developed into having this type of perfect peace, right? You might have fear, dread, apprehension. I know for myself, I have this, and then I have to sort of re-coach myself or remind myself, I have the divine mind of Christ. This cannot move me. I am God. I can change the temperature in the room. Not me in my fallen state, but I possess God within me. This clay jar, this temple houses the living God. And I get to choose how much of myself is operating in those godly ways, or if I'm going to be in lower self ways. So it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just continue to go. Life is a process. Don't let others throw on you that you're off track. When you're doing your work, you're doing your work. Don't compare yourself to somebody else thinking I should be where this person is, or I should be at this person. You're actually in your own individual life track. You're in your own personal experience. So continue to make sure you're walking out your path. Don't beat each other up with the tools. So when man knows that I want to read this again because it's beautiful. When man knows, and if you listen as we go through this, you can just hear, like Florence is here in the reading, in the words, and I'm a little more spicy than her. She's more Grey Poupon. But I gotta just say, listen and feel the love that comes through her words. When man knows that there is an invincible power that protects him and all that he loves, and brings to him every righteous desire of the heart, he relaxes all nervous tension and is happy and satisfied. When you think about it, we have these fears of dying. But when you really come to the spiritual truth, you understand that you never die. And so you don't need to fear death. That's a process that we all have to face. We have things we want to do, children to take care of, grandchildren, whatever, spouses, but it's like when you really start to learn, you don't die. So live this life the best you can, giving the best that you are. Wake up every day, realizing the miracle that you are waking up to each day, because each day is not promised. Look at Maui, learn from Maui. Look at every place, Washington, California, learn from them. Florida, learn. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take others for granted. Don't take the morning sun rising, or the setting sun, or the moon rising and the moon setting, or the blue full moon, or your children, or your spouse, or your grandchildren, or your job, or the work that God has placed for you to do. Don't take anything for granted. Get up each day giving it your very best. If you're like Benzie Darling and you work on making beautiful videos, he's doing my videos, Brand My Tube, and he is mentoring me, training me. It is his mission to help raise up people who want to do positive, good, compassionate, godly things in the world and help others. When you look at somebody like that, if that's in your company, you know you're moving in the right direction. And I know when I'm here with each and one of you in this, this time on this channel, I know I'm with the right people. I know each and every one of you is gifted. I know you have great things coming for you. I know that your life is unlimited and the prosperity possible. And I know each and every one of you is just gifted in unlimited ways. So don't take for granted waking up. Don't take for granted the people in your life, or even the things that you don't want to do. Someday I'll share with you the big project I've been working on now for years and tell you a little bit more about it. But it's not something I want to do. But through the process, it has taught me so much. It has helped me to help so many other people. It has created a wisdom in me that I would never know unless I had experienced it and had to work in this type of work. And so it's just interesting. God has a plan for each and every one of you. Persist and appreciate, even if it feels yucky or hard, or you don't want to do it, or it's not something you like. See the beauty and the blessing in it. Okay, so he is undisturbed by the adverse appearances, knowing that the infinite intelligence is protecting his interests and utilizing every situation to bring his good to pass, right? Somehow, in the worst things, good will come to pass. There's also so much that we know about the quantum field, quantum entanglement, the way that the dimensions are stacked upon each other. What you do, the choices you make, lead to other dimensional lifelines and tracks that you will be living. So choose well, choose higher order values. Everything you do matters. Okay, so every situation will bring your good to pass, okay? We're going to get this. I will make a way in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert, okay? Think about that. In the wilderness, it's wilderness. It's like, whoa, right? Beautiful, but still it's wilderness. And when you're looking in the desert, there's not a lot of water. So when you find water, rivers of living water, Jesus said he would give us, you just want to quench your soul with it. You want to quench your heart, your mind, even your parched body, right? So I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Uneasy lies the head of that who wears a frown. Anger, resentment, ill will, jealousy, and revenge rob man of his happiness and bring sickness, failure, and poverty in their wake. And if you're really honest, as you're still choosing your vibrational states, where you're a lot of us still have to cut, certain things out. But think about it, how much people are frowning, they're angry, resentful, ill will, jealous, revenging, robbing others. It's robbing them of their happiness, and it brings that unhappiness, right? Biology of Belief with Dr. Bruce Lipton. You're a Genius. Dr. Joe Dispenza's healing. There's just Dr. Greg Braden, like our state and how we, Tesla, energy, frequency, vibration, where we're at. God, infinite spirit is energy, frequency, vibration. You want to tap into God? Tap in. Jesus was holding a 12th dimension and such energy, frequency, vibration, right? We're going to hold this, and we're not going to perpetuate sickness, failure, poverty, and the such. Reverend Ike, right? He just told you about walking boldly, being faith-filled, not letting these words and negative things. And Reverend Ike knew a lot. He was not born, people were jealous of him for his wealth and his riches and his Rolls Royces and things. And he was so charismatic and talented, but he knew hardship. He came from lower than low and went to the highest of high, and he trained his mind and his vibration, and he let God roll thunder through him. Billy Carson, another great man who has gone from the lowest low to the highest high, is rich, royal, magnificent, and sharing his wisdom every day, no holds barred, black magic, alongside with him, Dr. B. Sirius, Mike Rashid. There are so many people who are just royal, wonderful, majestic, magnificent, and they're going to lift your spirits so that you are going to move into the next dimension. You're going to move energy, frequency, vibration. Pay attention, because you matter. You are the game changer. The God particle is in you. Let it expand. You won't regret it. So resentment has ruined more homes than drink and killed more people than war. Think about that. Resentment, because it's kind of vitriol and poison that, when you look at it, our field is at least 8 feet out. So when you're in a room, typical chairs in a classroom, your field's overlapping his field and her field and their field. Think about it if you're in an elevator. Everybody's, it's all, I call it STDs, spiritually transmitted diseases. You got to watch who you're putting your energy about. But if you are over there holding this resentment, vitriol, poison, and just spewing it out, this is more dangerous and ruins more homes than drink and killing in the war. So killing more people than war. So think about that. Cleanse your spirit. Surrender, as David Hockman said, surrender to the God within. Surrender it. Allow the resentment to come up, acknowledge it, and then slowly be with it as it begins to subside. Let God take you and break those chains and release you. Okay, so for example, story. There was a woman who was healthy, happy, and married to a man she loved. That's gonna be me. And the man died and left part of his estate to a relative. The woman was filled with resentment. Okay, you can understand why, but hang on, because who is she really hurting? Okay, she lost weight and was unable to do her work, developed gallstones, and became very ill. A metaphysician called upon her one day, and he said, "Woman, see what hate and resentment have done to you? They have caused hard stones to form in your body, and only forgiveness and goodwill can cure you." The woman saw the truth of the statement. You see that even in this very low point. And I think if we're all honest, when you start getting to working on forgiveness prayers, go do my Ho'oponopono meditations. When you start doing this stuff, if you do the work will do you. If you're honest, which she was, the woman said the truth. She saw the truth in the statement. You're right. And she became harmonious and forgiving and regained her splendid health. That's all it takes. Just as David Hawkins says, surrender to the God within. Be with it, let it come up, acknowledge it, be truthful, and then course correct. Sin means missing the mark, right? It means course correct, do something different. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're going to keep getting the same results over and over, which is essentially the definition of insanity. So we're not insane, we are sane. And we're going to recognize with a beautiful, forgiving, loving heart, we're going to be kind to ourselves, kind to others. We're going to course correct. We're going to become harmonious, forgiving, and we will have our blended health, mind and heart aligned, body, soul aligned, world aligned, community aligned, everything aligned. So with this, we are in happiness. We are going to be doing happiness, okay? Happiness affirmations. So your word is your wand. These are happiness affirmations. Okay, so just for a minute, take this commercial break. I want you to think. We're going to get in a state of happy, 'cause I'm happy. Hop along if you will. What happiness means to me. I don't know all the words, but you know that song. 'Cause I'm happy. I want you to think of the time when you were really happy. You got it? All right, now feel it. Oh, you got it? Okay, now in this state of happiness, in this state of yes, 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 and in love, we're going to do these affirmations. Watch your life change. Okay, here we go. I am deluged with happiness that was planned for me in the beginning. My barns are full and my cup flows over with joy. Yeehaw! Okay, let's do that again. I am deluged with the happiness that was planned for me from the beginning. My barns are full and my cup flows over with joy. Hello? Okay. You feeling it? Let it in. Let it in. Yes. Okay. Yes. I am now deluged with the happiness that was planned for me in the beginning. My barns are full. My cup's full over with joy. It flows over with joy. It's full over with joy and flows over with joy. All right. Here we go. My endless good now comes to me in endless ways. Think about that. Think. Okay, you don't have to think like hard. Just think. Your good is coming to you now. Okay, my endless good comes to me in endless ways. Okay, hold your happiness. Let it get out there. My endless good now comes to me in endless ways. I have a wonderful joy in a wonderful way, and my wonderful joy has come to a wonderful stay. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I love this one. Okay, I got a little excited. Okay. I have a wonderful joy in a wonderful way, and my wonderful joy has come to stay. There we go. There. Okay. Here we go. I have a wonderful joy in a wonderful way, and my wonderful joy has come to stay. I have a wonderful joy in a wonderful way, and my wonderful joy has come to stay. Yay! Okay, one more time. I really love this one. I have a wonderful joy in a wonderful way, and my wonderful joy has come to stay. Feel the human tuning forks across the world. We are going out with the happiness and the wonderful and the joy. Okay, all right. Happy surprises come to me each day. I look with wonder at that which is before me. How do I look at it? With wonder. I wake up in the morning with wonder. I do my day with wonder. I do my work with wonder. I love my family with wonder. Everything, I do my videos with wonder, like, wow. Okay, I wonder what Benzie Darling and his team are doing. I wonder what wonderful things are going to happen to you. I wonder how Brian Scott's conference in Ireland is going to be. I wonder how fantastic my future is and my channel with you all will be. Okay, I wonder so many wonderful things. Okay, happy surprises come to me each day. I look with wonder at that which is before me. Happy surprises come to me each day. Feel that. I look with wonder at that which is before me. I walk boldly up to the lion on my pathway, and I find it a friendly Airedale. Ooh, okay. I don't even know what Airedale is. It must be something good. I walk boldly up to the lion on my pathway and find it is a friendly Airedale. I walk boldly up to the lion on my pathway, and I find it is a friendly Airedale. Someday I will have staff to help me look it up while I'm talking with you. I'm sure Airedale probably means a more, calm, tame, peaceful type of lion. Okay, I am harmonious, happy, radiant, detached from the tyranny of fear. Oh, that is powerful. You can feel that in your spine. Woo! Hello! I am harmonious, happy, radiant, and detached from the tyranny of fear. I am harmonious, happy, radiant, and detached from the tyranny of fear. Yes. My happiness is built upon a rock. It is mine now and for all eternity. Whoa, yes. Okay, wow. Feel that. Okay, you can feel it. You're on the rock. Can't be moved. Jesus is the rock. God is the rock. You know what I'm saying? Stability. Thoth is the rock. You know what I mean? My happiness is built upon a rock. It is mine now and for all eternity. My happiness is built upon a rock. It is mine now and for all eternity. Yes. My good now flows to me in steady, unbroken, ever-increasing stream of happiness. Very unbroken, so it's just steady, right? My good now flows to me in a steady, unbroken, ever-increasing stream of happiness. My good now flows to me in a steady, unbroken, ever-increasing stream of happiness. My happiness is God's affair. Therefore, no one can interfere. Okay, really take this. Yes. Take this in heart. Let it land in there ever so gently. Take this one in. My happiness is God's affair. Therefore, no one can interfere. That's that divine mind. When we stay in the divine mind, nothing can move us from our state of peace and love and calm in the greatest of storms, right? Something I'm working on. My happiness is God's affair. Therefore, no one can interfere. So when you catch somebody interfering, slide this affirmation in there. It just will make you realize, like, oh my gosh, why will I allow my peace to be disturbed for XYZ or XY who? Then you start to realize, nope. I'm one with the divine mind of God. I'm at peace. I'm whole, healed, and complete. As I am one with God, I am now one with my heart's desire. Oh, that feels good. Okay, take that. As I am one with God, I am now one with my heart's desire. As we are one with God, we are one with our heart's desire. And what is your heart's desire? I would love to know, because I'm telling you, you stick with me and it's going to materialize, manifest, and I want to be there with you, celebrating all the good that's coming your way. Sometimes in life, people think, okay, like, oh, right, just when it's hard, that's when, sometimes, it's hard to have people with you when you are winning all the way. Like there's jealousy, envy, and all those other things we talked about, resentment. So, it goes both ways. So I want to know what's in your heart's desire. I want you to know that you're one with God now. And so your heart's desire is going to be materialized and manifested. So I would love to know in the comments, what is your heart's desire? What are you wishing for? I would love to pray, hold space, meditate, and imagine alongside with you. It's going to be amazing. Share your stories. It's wonderful. And as you do that, your stories will encourage. They will register in somebody else's Richter scale, helping push them forward in their processes. I mean, we are all these chain links to each other, lifting humanity and all of creation up. I give thanks for my permanent happiness, my permanent health, my permanent wealth, my permanent love. Just a love machine. Okay, I give thanks for my permanent happiness, my permanent health, my permanent wealth, my permanent love. That's, it's funny, they have feelings that felt soothing. Okay, I give thanks for my permanent happiness, my permanent health, my permanent wealth, and my permanent love. Florence Scovel Shinn, she's just so happy we're working with her material. Every person out there teaching Florence Scovel Shinn, Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, Napoleon Hill, Dale Carnegie, the Bible, Jesus, God is so happy. They're so happy that we are still lifting up and working with this material because it's good for everyone. I heard recently that How to Win Friends and Influence People is one of the most toply rated books and classes in prison. So, there's brilliance everywhere we go. I believe actually some of the greatest warriors for God are in the prisons and in the mental institutions and in the homeless, in places that people have decided that's, they're this or they're not this. No, I've seen some of the most greatest genius and the greatest skills, spiritual warfare, minds, it's just amazing. God has a plan for each and every one of us, but it's up to us to choose to glorify Him through higher order values and ways. And if we are choosing other things, sometimes people want to experiment with doing the wrong thing. There's only so long you'll go that course before you will be offered the opportunity to course correct or combust. So everything is a learning process, and I've just seen some of the most amazing minds, hearts, spirits in the most incredible places in the world. So, all right. I am harmonious, happy, and divinely magnetic, and now draw to me my ships over a calm sea. So think about it. In Hawaii, we receive a lot of the products we have on barges and on ships. They say that if we have certain certain disasters, it would take 17 days for us to not have any food throughout the island chain. So we like this. I am harmonious, happy, and divinely magnetic, and now draw to me my ships over a calm sea. So we made everything coming to Hawaii and everything going everywhere around the world come through calm seas. I am harmonious, happy, and divinely magnetic, and now draw to me my ships over a calm sea. God's ideas for me are perfect and permanent. Oh, boom, drop the mic. Boom, drop the crystal. God's ideas for me are permanent, perfect, and permanent. God's ideas for you are perfect and permanent. God's ideas for us are perfect and permanent. Okay, last one. So I hope you're holding your little container of love, feeling the joy overflowing and the gentleness. But here we go. My heart's desire is a perfect idea in divine mind, incorruptible and indestructible, and now comes to pass under grace in a magical way. Oh, that is a beauty. Florence, you rock. Okay, we all knew that, but it's kind of like every time you speak the word of God, you speak the Bible, it's a living word. It goes out. It will not come back void. All your words, watch what you're speaking, because that doesn't come back void. Bruce Lee would tell you, don't talk shit to yourself. Don't say anything negative about yourself, because your body doesn't know otherwise. It will take it as truth and make it true. So speak health, wealth, love, prosperity, higher order things, Of course, like with Maui and such things, we want to be thoughtful of the time to mourn, grieve, stages of grief, and all that's there. But you're going to watch what you're speaking. You're going to watch as you release faith, and you're going to see the best possible for yourself and everyone else. Okay. My heart's desire is a perfect idea in divine mind, incorruptible and indestructible, and now comes to pass under grace in a magical way. magic. Can you feel the magic? Oh, 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 it's magic. Ah. Okay, one more time. My heart's desire is a perfect idea in the divine mind, incorruptible and indestructible, and now comes to pass under grace in a magical way. Beautiful. Florence Scovel Shinn, we know you are hearing us on this day, night, whenever you are doing this, and we thank you for your works, Florence Scovel Shinn. We thank you. We thank you for being the beautiful metaphysician you are, and to help all of us in our metaphysician and other goals. So, wow. Affirmations for happiness. Do you feel it? Give yourself a hug. All right, well, I appreciate it if you like, subscribe, leave your positive comments. Tell me what you're working on, what affirmation maybe, got you, maybe resonated with you, or something that you're going to continue to work with, or maybe you're just going to repeat this video to kind of get that in there. I mean, how is it rushing up and down your spine, beating in and out your heart, coming in and out your breath, whatever. Maybe making your hair stand up a little bit. Let me know. I want to know, and I also want to know what are the desires of your heart? What will you be materializing and manifesting? God is here to help you, and we are too. So I would love to hear it in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes. All these things, I'm very, very grateful. And I want to let you know that I'm thankful for you supporting us out here in the Hawaiian Islands, but I want to let you know too, I'm praying for each and every one of you too. And may you be in and at peace. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.